What's up, everybody? Today we have ourselves a nice little crane job. I think it's gonna be lots of fun. We're gonna spend some time guessing our weights, and I'll make sure we share that with you so you know what's going on. We've got these 3 big oak trees to take down. I don't think we're gonna get them all done today. I think we're gonna get at least the bigger one here. It's got leaves on it still done today, and maybe hopefully tap into one of the other ones. But these are all in a tight lot up in Cleveland, where there's a lot of just tight lots up here. We're covering over 3 properties. A crane was just the best solution to make this job go smoothly. Take a look at this. This is Rick's method for keeping brush and stuff off that stabilizer cylinder. If that cylinder gets dinged, it's a big deal. And this is just a way to keep it protected. I like that. That's cool. Up we go. A really wide one is not too large, so I'd like to get out of the top here first. So if you can boom down just a little bit and swing right just a little bit, I think that'll get me there. And just go ahead and cable down there. And stop. Okay, go ahead and cable up a little bit. I'd like to see how that lays. Now cable back down for me. I need to shorten one of these. Alright, cable up. I think that's close enough. Right, let me get into position. Okay, I'm gonna make my cut. I'm just gonna make this a nice V-cut. Okay, it's up. Very nice. Back. Sorry about that. All right, cable up. Perfect. Just tightened up it right at the same time. That works out nice. Make my way down there and make the cut. This is going to be a big limb. All right, we got this all hooked up now here. It's got this little piece on the side, which is going to make it a little bit tricky, but this piece is going to weigh a bunch. I mean, this is, my hand is tip to tip 9 inches, so we're looking at least a foot in diameter. Rick, what do you think it weighs? Rick thinks this is gonna be around 2,800 pounds. I'm thinking we'll say 32, just because I'm always scared to guess lower than Rick, because he knows what he's doing. All right, we're gonna make ourselves a V-cut. It's off of there. Oh yeah, very nice. All right, Rick won that guess. That piece weighs 2,900 pounds. That's why he's the man, and I'm just a tree climber. Next thing we're gonna take out is gonna be the top of the tree. There's the Cleveland City skyline. That's pretty cool. That's good right there. Alrighty, go ahead and cable up. That looks, we need you to boom back. Yep, cable's leaning back towards you pretty hard. Yeah, boom up, yep. That's good. Alrighty, Rick says 3,000 pounds for this piece, this top here. I'm kind of thinking it's gonna be a little less, so I'm gonna say 25. We'll see who ends up closest. There it goes. All right, 2,300 pounds. So that one I won. Aha. All right, the next one we're gonna do is gonna be this big one right here. I'm gonna get tied up and then we'll go down and make the cut. I want you guys to guess what you think this one's gonna weigh in the comments. I'm not gonna say until I'm ready to make my cut. So go ahead and take your guess to the comments right now. All right, now cable up and we'll see how those lay. Those are about even pressure. I'm gonna try my 3,200 pounds as a guess again. What do you think, Rick? Rick says closer to 4. Let's compare this to what you guys put in the comments here. I'm gonna make a hinge and we're gonna stand this piece up so that way that butt doesn't want to swing towards the house. Okay. Okay, Rick changed his guess up halfway through here. He's saying more than 4,000 pounds. There it goes. Ooh. 4,100 pounds. Rick knew what he was talking about. Wow. It's a good thing we got Rick here because 32 was way off. So Rick changed his guess because as he picked that piece up, he started to see how much it actually weighed. Because, you know, as he's lifting on that, you know, as he's bringing those tips up, he's starting to see on the scale, on the LMI inside the crane, how much at least half of that limb weighs. Now, at some point, there's still some weight on the tree, and at some point, all that weight transitions to the crane, so he doesn't know until it's all the way off. But at least as he's lifting, he kind of gets an idea. All right, we've got the treetops all out and everything like that on this first tree here. There's a lot of small picks. It wasn't really worth sharing with you guys, but we have a couple of big limbs here that we're gonna do some weight guesses on, and then we've got the wood, and that's where the weight guessing gets fun because there's gonna be some big numbers. This right here is gonna be our next pick because it's above this one. So we're gonna go out there and put our straps out at the end. What do you think this one is gonna weigh? All right, here we are ready to make our cut. We got it all slung up over there. I'm thinking this is gonna be right around 1,300 and Rick is thinking between 1,000 and 12. So we'll see what's gonna happen. I'm gonna cut a notch here and we're gonna stand it up and then I'll cut the hinge the rest of the way off if it doesn't break on its own. Looking good, looking good. That hinge is breaking on its own real nice. Still looking good. Uh-oh. Yep, it's hanging on. There it goes. Very nice. It was 1,400 pounds. That is surprising to me. I surely thought it was less. This is a good spot right here. I can probably get away with one sling on here, right? Okay, go ahead and cable up. All right, here we go, our last big limb. Rick was thinking 22 to 2,400 pounds. I'm thinking it's a little bit heavier, so I'll say 27. Would you know what kind of cut you'd like here? Put a hit like with a hinge. Alright, we'll finish off this hinge. There it goes. Oh boy. 28 on the nose. Alright. It was kind of deceptive because it had a big limb trimmed off of it at one point, so I think that kind of changed the game for guesswork on that one, I think. Alrighty, we got our straps all hooked up. We're gonna go ahead and descend here to where we're gonna make our cut. I think we're gonna make it right here. Alrighty, here we are. We're gonna see if this soil can handle this cut now. It's all yours. 3,400 pounds. I forgot to guess on that, but that's a lot of weight. That's a lot of salt too. That thing will make chips faster than any electric saw I've ever seen. All right, we got our slings all set. These bad boys are way heavier than the other ones, but we need them for capacity and to have enough length to wrap around everything. Got our big tackles on here, the pins turned the right way to make the internet happy, and because it's a good idea, to be fair. We're gonna come down here, we're gonna make our cut right above this big knot, right? Yeah, we're gonna make our cut right here. All right, we got this thing all ready to go. Rick's thinking, I'm not even gonna make a guess on this. It's not even worthwhile. He's thinking somewhere around 6. It gets really hard to guess all this knotty wood, especially when I left stubs on there like that. So we're good for 9,000 pounds here. We're definitely not gonna come anywhere close to exceeding that. Rick's thinking around 6, and I think his guess is the best one we're gonna get. So go ahead and cut this thing off. Yeah. 5,400 pounds. That's perfect. We're starting to deal with big numbers like that. That's exactly where we want to end up. Being guessed 600 pounds over, which is like what, 10%? That's a perfect guess. We're all slung on to the next one. We're gonna cut it down here. Right about, where are we gonna cut it here? We're gonna cut it right about here. So Rick is thinking right around 7,000 pounds. Oh my goodness, this thing is gonna be wicked. I'll be here. Oh yeah. 6,800 pounds. So 7,000 pounds is really close. Perfect guess again. That's why Rick's the man. That's why we get him for this kind of stuff. We're ready to make the last cut here, but it's like Kansas and the weather is rolling in. Oh boy. Ah! buddy, the rain is coming down. 6,200 pounds. Still well within margin though. We're good for 8,200 pounds in that position, so not even close, but oh buddy, that's a heavy piece of wood. Oh, that's our stump, and that about wraps up our job for today. We got Rick out of here in a mad rush because the rain was pouring down. The weather has just turned to trash here. I'm freezing cold actually in my t-shirt, and of course I'm wet too, but that's okay. It's the end of the day, so it doesn't matter. Everything really went super smooth today. Big shout out to Rick. He's just such a good operator, and he takes such good care of the climber and the ground guys. You know, we all got to work together as a team, and to make a day go well, it's just everybody's got to do their part. And it's when you got independent contractors all working together, it can be a little bit sticky sometimes, but Rick's the glue that holds us all together anyway. So it was a really good day. The organization we were working for helps out men who are transitioning from incarceration back into the workforce. So it's always a great pleasure to work with them and help out some guys. So they were the ones doing the groundwork today, and they're the ones responsible for the completion of the job. They'll be back tomorrow to finish up the cleanup details in better weather, but they did a really good job too on the ground. I was very impressed because they often, you know, they're not all from this industry, and so sometimes it can be a challenge, but they did really good. They pulled it off. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like that Milwaukee saw, you want to buy one, there's a link below. If you buy it from that link, sends a little bit of money back to the channel, which really helps me make videos like this for you to watch. It's actually a really awesome saw. I love it for crane work. It's so nice to have a quiet saw up there when you're trying to talk to the operator and everything. So I'm excited to use that in the future. But either way, thank you so much for watching. We'll catch you on the next one.